Hello there, we introduce you Oxygen OS. Why did you remove my OnePlus One camera? And my lock screen? And my Hexo theme? And my screencast app? What the hell's wrong with you guys? Resurrection Remix ROM. It's fucking awesome. Hi folks, I'm from HiOnAndroid.com where we get on Android every day. In my last video, I showed you the Oxygen OS and how to install it. But really, you can just skip that video and install this instead. This is the Resurrection Remix ROM. It runs Android 5.1, pretty much has all of the features of Oxygen OS. It's faster, better, and you can customize the hell out of it. And best of all, it's super stable. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's do this, baby. Alright guys, this is the Resurrection Remix ROM. This thing is awesome. It's really fast. Let me go ahead and give you the version number. Android 5.1. I've actually tried to run with a bunch of different kernels, but I didn't actually get any performance improvements. So I actually just recommend the kernel, the stock kernel that it comes with. Now this ROM is built on CM 12.1. Alright, so you'll get all of the features from CM 12.1. One thing I did different is install our High on Android OnePlus One conversion kit. So I have a OnePlus One camera along with other cool neat stuff that used to exist, such as the screencast app, which works flawless by the way. There we go. Let me go ahead and stop this. Some of you may use it, so it's there. And also, most importantly, you can still get the Hexo theme and all the fonts from the original OnePlus One. So one thing I didn't like about Oxygen OS, not only that it did not have a 4K camcorder, it also removed pretty much, 90% of the features, what made OnePlus One really cool. So now you can have the original theme, all the icons, all that good stuff. Audio FX app is now included in CyanogenMod mod as default, so that's very nice. But let me go ahead and change the theme back here. The UI on this ROM is super fast. I mean, it's way faster than an Oxygen ROM. Let me go ahead and show you some of the customizations you can do. First, let me go ahead and point out that you do have the same gestures you can do with the Oxygen ROM. All right, so you can do the circles. All right, the gestures, I think it's good feature, but I mean, it's not something I'm going to use all the time. I actually like the new double tap feature on the Galaxy S6. Well, you can't do it with this one because there's no physical buttons. Anyway, some of the cool stuff you can do, if you go into configurations, and let's actually go one by one here. You can go ahead and fully customize your status bar. I thought OnePlus was going to launch Oxygen OS with all of these different cool customizations you can do. But you can't. Here you can go ahead and enable the brightness control. This adds a little shortcut to the brightness, which makes it super easy. A notification count, carrier label if you want it. Alright, clock and date, some simple customizations you can do. You can go ahead and align it to the center, which I actually like to do. If you want to show the date. I tend to forget the date sometimes because I'm working at home. And also battery status, battery icon, you can go ahead and change it to the dotted circle. Gives you more options. Also battery bar, if you want a bar across it that shows you your battery life, you can also go ahead and enable this. Just do, I think, status bar there, how it shows up there. Then what you can do, if you want to save some space, since you already have a bar, this is sometimes what I do, just have your icon hidden. That way you save a little bit more space for your notifications and other icons. Also, you can enable the traffic monitor, incoming, outgoing. That way you know how much data is actually coming in and out of your phone. This can be good if you have a lot of apps. Sometimes there are rogue apps that use your internet data without you knowing. You can enable or disable your navigation bar down here, the soft buttons if you want it. Alright, buttons and layouts. You can go ahead and edit the buttons. So you can go ahead and add an extra button like a menu button if you want to. Save. There you go, you have an extra button all the time. Also custom ring targets. This is the one that comes up from the bottom. This is a great way to add additional shortcuts. So let me go ahead and show you this. Let's go ahead and edit. Click on there. I'm going to go ahead and select an application that I use often, maybe the browser. No, actually, I don't like the stock browser. I always recommend Chrome. I'm going to go ahead and install it here. Let me just do random apps here. Select apps, try Audio FX app here. And also you can change that if you don't want Google Now. You can change it to toggle torch. Yeah, this is nice. So this adds additional shortcuts, which is very nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my torch. Boom shakalaka. How easy is that, right? and boom shakalaka. So additional shortcuts you can add, which is vital to a custom ROM. If a custom ROM doesn't have these options, I don't see why you want to install it in the first place. All right, if you go into miscellaneous, you can go ahead and customize the animation, system animations. Also gesture anywhere. This is basically, you can add gestures to launch apps while your phone is on. You will have to adjust the trigger width. My recommendation is bring the height to the top left half of the phone and make the width a little bit bigger. And also let's go ahead and try adding a gesture, add a gesture, application. We're gonna go ahead and do the clock, all right? And we're just gonna do a C here, done. All right, hit the back button. If you hit the upper left hand of the phone, now you can do your gesture and it will go straight to your clock or whatever app you set to. All right, so that's what Gesture Anywhere is, and you can add all of your different gestures here. So that adds onto OnePlus One's existing hardware gesture keys. App Circle Bar, this is actually one of my favorites. This one, you will set it on the other side, also adjust the height. That way it doesn't interfere with your keyboard while you're typing. I'll also make this a little bit bigger. And you can go ahead and add all of your favorite shortcuts. And this thing is great. You can go ahead and just swipe there and go ahead and launch your favorite apps. Camera. This is a great way to actually use your phone one-handed. Let's say you're using your phone with one hand. You can just tap on there and boom shakalaka. All right, App Circle Bar is a very nice option, adding more shortcuts. And for your Recents button, you have the option of putting it there. You can even move it anywhere you want, bottom right, bottom left. Now the button is bottom left there. So it's a great way to customize your phone. Way better than Oxygen OS. All right, lock screen, more lock screen shortcuts. The list of customizations go on and on. Go to the power menu, you can enable screenshot. You can change what the buttons do. Let's say long press, you want to maybe launch the camera. Hold this down. There we go. So that one actually affects the hardware key. So you can go ahead and change this to whatever you want to do. Let me try for double tap. For double tap, you can do voice search. All right, there we go. So double tap Google Now. What's OnePlus One?
The answer is 2.
All right. So there is a ton more features, and this ROM is super fast. There's no way you can go wrong with this ROM. Plus, you get the latest Android 5.1. You get all the new features, like you have the drop-down menu. With the Oxygen ROM, you can actually customize drag and drop. You can also pretty much do the same thing here. Just go to configurations. I think notification drawer. Actually, it's better. Let me go ahead and show you this. This is like way better. You got these taking up too much space. What you can do is show 4 tiles per row. And also, don't enlarge the first row. And boom shakalaka. You have more ways to add your favorite shortcuts. Do you want to change the tiles? Go to order tiles. You can drag and drop, just like Oxygen OS, way better. And you can go ahead and add more tiles. Look at the number of tiles you can add. And boom shakalaka, I added all of my tiles. So now you'll be able to access all of your tiles here. I'm just showing you as an example. But you should just add the tiles you want. So this is way more advanced than what Oxygen OS showed you. I mean, this thing is super fast and I love it. Oh, there is one more note to tell you. Now the stock camera that it comes with supports full 4K, all right? Change the resolution, 4K works just fine. Everything else works just fine. Now, I did add the OnePlus One conversion kit, which gives you the OnePlus One camera. Thing with OnePlus One camera is everything works except for 4K video recording, so you won't get that. But I actually prefer the OnePlus One camera over the regular Google camera and the camera on this one. So if you want to enjoy the best of OnePlus One camera, you can still get it and get all those different shortcut modes, all that good stuff. So overall, you can't go wrong with this, so definitely check it out for this week's ROM of the week, I guess, for OnePlus One. If you are going to install Oxygen OS, don't waste your time, just try this instead. It is like 10 times better. I just showed you it's like 10 times better. And all the number of stuff you can do, and it is super stable. For installation, it's pretty much identical to the Oxygen OS. The only difference is that you have to install G apps, Google apps, right after you install the ROM. And also, if you do want to get OnePlus One camera, OnePlus One screenshot app, and also the OnePlus One Hexo theme, simply go ahead and download the High on Android conversion kit. I'll have the actual file you can download and install after you install the ROM and G apps. That's pretty much it. I really really think the power of open source developers is greater than any single company can provide. I mean, these are all features developed by open source developers. Another reason why you should root and install custom ROMs. And thanks guys for watching this video. As you can see, the Resurrection Remix is another great ROM you can install on OnePlus One and enjoy Android 5.1 today, not when OnePlus One decides to update it. Besides that, you can enjoy the original features of the OnePlus One, such as the OnePlus One camera, OnePlus One theme, audio FX, screencast, all that good shit. Anyway, I got more stuff coming for more phones. If you have a phone that I forgot to make a video recently, don't forget to shout at me in the comments box. Max, I need a ROM for my phone! If it's a phone I have, I will definitely do a video. For the best custom stuff, you know where to go. It's high on Android, bitches. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe for more cool custom stuff on the interwebs. And follow me on Twitter, Facebook, or Google+. And as always, I'll stay on Android.